Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Laughing Boy here, and this is not going to be a short video. This is going to be a little bit of a long one, but what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be showing you all of the super builds of the 1963 Volkswagen Beetle, and I'm going to be comparing them to the normal builds and showing you what the differences are and, of course, how they look. We're going to start here with Bugula, and as you can tell, Bugula is my little dragster, and it likes to go fast in a straight line, but it also likes to pull wheelies. In fact, it's kind of hard to get this thing to go without pulling a wheelie. It's and it's also a little bit difficult to drive it around town. This is at level 338, I believe. And, well, here I am trying to get this thing to do a U-turn. Yeah. It's a little difficult. Anyway, but it is, it's a fun car to drive, but you don't want to be, driving it around town. You don't want to go cruising in it. Anyway, so here it is, my first run. Now, I have to tell you that my driving's not perfect, and I didn't do everything at the same time when I was recording this. So there will be differences simply because of that. I didn't shift at the same time. I didn't NOS at the same time, like here. So there will be time differences. There is our first run, 1753, I believe. There's our second one. You don't ever have to be afraid of any of the side bets involving wheelies, because it's going to do it, as long as it's in this build, the normal build. 1760. 1753 was the best of those two runs. Now here we are back at the shop, and I'm about to convert this thing. But first thing I want to do is kind of give it a little look around so you guys can see what the car looks like now. So we can see the difference when we get it converted over. There always seems to be a little bit of difference in the handling, so I would say that yes, it is definitely it's definitely worth changing it. Of course, this is the super build, and if you don't like the way that it looks, maybe you don't like certain things, like I didn't really care for it not having fenders at all. So I'll show you. I went and put fenders back on it. I went and put fenders on it that I thought kind of suited it. Now this is what it looks like normally. This is the unaltered super build. Now, of course, putting fenders on it or whatever, that's not going to change the way it handles. I'm just going to put these on it and put matching ones on the back, and then we're going to go and test drive this thing. And there we are. Now there are two things you'll notice about this car right off the bat when you take it out on the street. Number one is not only does it no longer like to pull a wheelie, but you can't get it to pull a wheelie. You can do whatever you want to. This car will not raise the front end off the ground, not 1 inch. Those tires will never leave the pavement. And the other thing is, of course, it is still difficult to get this thing to turn. And without, you know, like breaking it and all that. But anyway, it doesn't seem to make a lot of difference with the performance. Again, here during the drag race, the times are not going to be they're not going to be a good judge because I didn't NOS at the same time. In the first races, I actually NOSed, you know, well, I NOSed earlier, but with this one, I didn't NOS until I got until later on in the race, until I was just about to cross the finish line.
That's me.
So it is about 0.3 seconds slower than the other build, or than the other race anyway. I don't accredit that to the build. I accredit that to my to the differences, to the difference in my driving.
Come on, just need one more.
And still, it will not pull a wheelie. So once you do the super build, do not take any of the bets for the wheelies. It will not do it. Still 1776 is point, and that's 0.2 slower than the best time with the other one. Now, the clips that I've shown you so far are clips that I have recorded over. That's why I'm up here. But the clips that are following, I actually recorded my voice while I was doing them, so I'm not going to be up here anymore. Well, I'll be up here at the end of the video. I hope you guys don't miss me too much. Okay, here we are. I have the 1963 VW Beetle, and we are about to demonstrate, well, I'm about to run it around a track and show you how it is with the normal build. This is it has a level 307. This is my these are the parts that I have on it, and well, we are about to go and take this little thing, my little evil bug, around a circuit track and check out its performance, and then I'm going to compare that time to the same car after I convert it to, well, the super build. So here we go. Here we are at the Silver Casino Loop. We'll show you where that is on the map. It's over here. Let's switch to events. It's, well, it's that one. It is right next to the apartment that, or the garage that is over here. I'm used to playing GTA. Just pull out and go over here, and here's, and we're just going to be going around this little loop. But well, here we are. Now, this car, well, first of all, I'm not going to take this this side bet. This thing does not drift. I mean, it does a little bit, but not enough to do that. The VW Beetle was, this car was not my first choice in a racer, but maybe it should have been. Maybe I should be concentrating on my driving and not talking. But the reason I say that is because this thing, you can't get it to drift. It handles really well. It also has some really impressive off-the-line acceleration. Oh, wow.
You're making it too easy.
See, I can make it do that. That was with brakes and e-brake. It just handles really well. Again, brake and e-brake.
Gotta keep it up.
Topping out about 169 looks like. I'll check the stats in a minute before I convert it. Regardless of what piece I win, I'm not going to use it. I may keep it and then put it on there after I do the comparison, but not until then. Well,
Back on track, come on. .304.28. Crushed it.
There we go. Challenge failed, but yeah. A little spinner said right, so I'm going to take the right one, and I'm just going to go ahead and trade that in. It is, well, I'll send it to the garage. Okay. Alright, that was that race. Well, here we are with our super build on the line at the same at that same race course. Not a bad looking car. Here we go. Okay, that was a really bad race. Not a good comparison, so I'm going to do it again. Here we go. Now, no, I'm not going to try to drift this car. This car seems to actually have less drifting capability than it did before, which is a good thing for a drift car, I believe. Not when the side bed is always going to be drift for 2,500 yards. I do think it made a little bit of difference in the handling. And you can tell I was doing about 172 before I did that. Having a hard time avoiding traffic. So it does actually seem to perform better. Regardless of what the stats said. That could have been because that could have been just differences in what I did.
Gotta stay ahead. Let's crush that last lap. Fine, fine. Gotta win. Stay focused.
Oh boy.
And that's how it's done.
Wow. Yes, I definitely think there is an improvement, especially in the handling. Curly 2, or otherwise known as the 1963 Volkswagen Beetle. This is the off-road build. I went ahead and reverted it back to its non-super build state, and just to show you guys this is my build. It's a level 399, all 18s, and well, this is what it looks like. And I'm going to take it right over here and run this race right here, the off-road sprint race, airfield showdown, and I will show you where that is. It is, well, this is the airfield. There is the tune-up shop, and there's the race. This is with the standard build. I will take that bet. Achieve it, yeah. I'll do that.
Let's go.
Oh.
Hey, watch it. Hey. Aces.
It does have a little bit of a problem turning, but yes, it does have a little bit of a problem turning. And I'm going to pick the center one. There we go, 13, level 13 brakes. No, not happening. And we have a base shipment. Now, I am going to hop right over here to the Air Force base. Well, not Air Force Base. This is not Fort Zancudo. I am, however, going to go over here to my garage and convert this thing back, and we're going to run that lap again and compare the times. Visual customization, super builds. Yes. I'm going to alter it a little bit. I like the winged fenders. Alright, here we have the Curly 2. Let me see if I can, there we go, adjust the windows, darken the tint. Oh, yes. There we go. And we're off. Little showdown with the Curly car, or with Curly 2, all in big bad mode. Hit 35. No, I'm not going to bother with that. It takes too much time. I could, I could do that, but yeah, I'm not during a time trial. Anyway, here we go.
Hope you're all ready for this.
Again, it doesn't have the best turning ability. Each car handles. That is one thing that I love about this this game, is each car handles differently. I mean, it will handle differently. The drag build will handle a little differently than than the grip build, or either whichever way you build it, it's going to handle differently than the other one. and it would handle differently than another car.
Who's the best? I'm the best.
Okay. Well, there it was. And here we are with the Drift Racer. I'm back. This one I called it blackballed because it looks like a little black ball. And well, I put the little 8 balls on the side and on the hood. This is a level 338, I believe. It is. This is the standard. This is the standard build. Now, when I built this car, I did go into the quick tuning and transferred all the weight to the back. It does improve its drifting.
Let's crush these animals.
To be honest with you, I mean, it is a good drift car. It will do the job, but it's not the best. I would, even out of the derelicts, it's definitely not the best drift car. But it will do the job, and you can have fun doing it. I love drifting. My friend Curly, when she first started, she had a little trouble drifting, but then once she got the hang of it, she loves drifting.
Okay, Mac. What else you got?
And yeah, it is. But anyway, so again, it is not the best drift car, and if I had to, if you ask me what to do with the Beetle, I would tell you, definitely tell you, either grip or drag. Now, of course, with the drag, you're going to have a little difficulty driving it around town because it wants to pull the wheelie all the time. It wants to keep those front wheels up in the air until you do the super build. But it makes a really good grip runner. Both of them, for the same reason, it handles well. The grip runner handles really well. When I say grip runner, the race car, the race build, it handles really well. And bonus for both of them is it has really good off-the-line acceleration. Okay, now I'm not going to put whichever card this is. I'm not going to put it on here because I want the build to be exactly the same, except for the super build. And here we're going to pop over here and do the super build and show you what it looks like. Here we are. Here is our little black ball. And here's the super build. Not bad looking. And this one actually put fenders on the car. It looks pretty good, actually. Let's give it a little spin around. There's my little 8 ball. Actually had to make the 8 ball. There's no 8 balls in the existing stickers, as they call them. Now, when I decided to make this video on all the super builds of the 63 Beetle, I decided I wanted to make them all look different. Now, of course, the curly car looks like the curly car for a reason. That car is, well, it's named after and kind of dedicated to my good friend, Red Curly Fries. And yeah, you probably heard her on a couple of my live streams. She's awesome. Anyway, this one, I was messing around with the colors. Now, of course, earlier on, you saw the one that I called Evil Bug. Evil Bug is black and red. But I was looking at this car and I'm like, well, what am I going to do with this one? And I just, you know, and I was just messing around with it and I painted it black and I'm like, oh, it's like a little black ball. Huh? 8 ball. There we go. So, it's my little black ball. And my little black ball seems to currently be moving a few inches of rubber from those back tires. I love drifting. I have so much fun doing that. This is my favorite part of the game. But, you know, to be honest with you, I think that, in my opinion, these super builds, every one of them, it changes, it alters the handling of the vehicle and improves it. So, being that it's only about, I think it's somewhere around $8,000, I would definitely do it. You of course have to get level 300 before you can do that, but yeah. And well, that's we're coming to the end of this really roughly.
Let's see him beat that.
That is the last of my super builds for the 63 Beetle. Like I said, it does seem to me that that each time it improves the handling, and in some cases it makes it look better. In some cases it takes all the fenders off and makes it look a little weird. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was informative. I really appreciate you guys watching. So I do want to remind you, not only for myself, but for any video that you happen to see out there, please remember to leave a like if you liked it. It helps us out a great deal. I thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Laughing Boy out.